Hi kids, how are you all doing? Are you all excited to start your term 2 and the first unit in your English? Yes? Very good. So if you look at your book, if you turn to page number 5, in unit 5 of English, we have the lesson Tenali Raman and the Thieves. I hope all of you have got your books out. So let's start reading the story. Okay, so Tenali Raman was sleeping in the veranda of his house. He was a light sleeper. I don't know how about you all. Are you all a light sleeper or you sleep really well? But here in this story, Tenali Raman, he was a light sleeper. Suddenly, he heard the bush rustle and sat up awake. He was sure that they were thieves hiding behind the bush. Tenali thought, I must teach the thieves a lesson. He called out to his wife, Dear, there are thieves roaming around the city these days. We must keep our valuables safe. Tenali's wife asked, What do you suggest we should do? Oh, I have an idea, said Tenali, and went inside the house. He came out with a big trunk and dumped it into a well in the garden with the help of his wife. So if you see in this picture, you can see Tenali and his wife. They have a big trunk in their hand and they are going to dump this trunk where? Into their well. And they said that all the valuables are put into this trunk. Now Tenali says, the thieves will never be able to find our valuables. But the thieves were watching all this, right? One of the thieves said, all we have to do is wait for them to sleep and then we will draw out the treasure. That's what one thief said to the other. When Tenali and his wife were asleep, the thieves came out of their hiding. They began drawing water out of the well. All the water flowed into the garden where Tenali had planted vegetables. After many hours, the level of water was reduced. The thieves pulled out the trunk. When they opened it, they were shocked to see only stones filled in it. So this is how Tenali wanted to teach the thieves a lesson. So what was filled in the trunk? Was it full of valuables? No, it was full of stones. Did you find the treasure you were looking for? Asked Tenali to the thieves. The thieves trembled with fear at the sight of Tenali. They fell at his feet and asked for forgiveness. See, you can see in the picture how the thieves were begging and they fell at his feet, fell at Tenali's feet, trembling, and they were asking for forgiveness. They were saying, sorry that we came to take out all your valuables. And what did Tenali say in return? My valuables are safe in my house. I had only pretended to throw them into the well. And then the thieves said, we have learned our lesson, Tenali Raman. Please forgive us. We will never steal from anyone. And then Tenali said, it's okay, I forgive you. By drawing out the water from the well and watering my plants, you have earned my forgiveness. And this is how Tenali forgives his thieves. So what do we learn from this moral of this story is that we should never take others' belongings. It's very wrong to steal. And then it was smart of Tenali to teach the thieves a lesson. And also, we should be quick to forgive. When somebody comes and says sorry to us, we should not keep any grudge in us, but we should be ready to forgive, just like Tenali forgave. Now that you learned a new story, let's look at the comprehension. There are a few questions that are given here in page number 8. Let me see if you can answer these. The first one, where did Tenali dump the trunk? Do you all remember where he dumped the trunk? He dumped it in the well. That's right. Tenali dumped the trunk in the well. The second question. What did Tenali tell his wife after dumping the trunk? What did Tenali say? How many of you remember what he said? Can you answer it? Yeah, he said now the thieves will never be able to find our valuables because he was going to hide the trunk in the well. And the last question. What did the thieves find when they opened the trunk? Did the thieves find valuables inside the trunk? No, they found stones inside the trunk. You are right. Very good. Now, how about we learn some new words? You would have come across few new words in the lesson, in the story itself. Let's see if you know the meaning. If not, we can learn the meaning of those words today. Okay, so the first one given here is rustle. Rustle is a soft crackling sound made by the movement of leaves. And the second one is valuable, something of great worth, something which is precious and expensive. And the third one is roaming, traveling aimlessly. That's what these thieves were doing. That's what Tenali Raman said, right? They were roaming aimlessly. And then in the next page, page 7, we have few exercises here. The first one is match the words under the column A with the correct opposites under column B. So, we learned the meaning of valuable, remember? So, the first one in column A is valuable. And we have to see what is the opposite of valuable. Valuable is something which is expensive, which is of great worth. So, the opposite would be invaluable, right? The second one is hide. This is easy. I'm sure all of you know the meaning and you know the opposite too. So, the opposite would be show. The third one is asleep. The opposite of asleep is awake. The fourth one is reduce. The opposite would be increase. That's right. The fifth one is light. And the opposite is heavy. The last one, everything. What is the opposite? Nothing. That's right. You all did a good job. Now let's try the next exercise. Here they have said that we need to read the sentences that are given below. And there are a few letters missing from some words. Fill in the blanks with the correct letters to complete the words. And these are all from the story that we learned today. Let's do the first one. Tenali Raman had planted. What is missing here? He had planted dash in his garden. So there are few letters which are missing, right? Can you see what spelling it would be? Vegetable. Vegetables. That's right. He had planted vegetables in his garden. The second one. Plants need W. There's a blank. T. There's a blank. And then there's R. So what could it be? W-A-T-E-R. Water. Third one. People tremble when they are scared. So what is the spelling of tremble? T-R-E-M-B-L-E. That's right. Now the fourth one. We should forgive people for their mistake. So what is the spelling of forgive? F-O-R-G-I-V-E. The fifth one. The thieves pulled out the trunk. So what would be the spelling? P-U-L-L-E-D. The last one. The thieves were shocked to find stones filled in the trunk. So it is F-I-L-L-E-D. That's right. I hope all of you had fun filling out the letters that were missing here. Now in the next page, they have said that, we can learn grammar here. There's something new we're going to learn. I'm sure all of you know what are nouns. Nouns are the names of person, place, animal or thing, right? Today we're going to learn about adjective, or it's also called as describing words. Adjectives are used to describe nouns and they tell us more about these nouns. That is, they tell us more about a person, place, animal or thing. Okay, so let's look at an example that is given here. Pankaj is a smart boy. So smart here is the adjective, and smart talks more about the boy named Pankaj. So we get to know more about the boy because of the adjective that was used here. So now that you understood what are adjectives, let's do some of the exercises and you will understand even more better. So the first one here is Rakesh is a dash boy. See, there is a picture that is given right to the side and we can see Rakesh standing there. So he dropped a vase which was having flowers in it, and I think he was playing with a ball. See, we can see a ball there. So while he was playing the ball, he carelessly hit the vase and the vase fell down and broke. So we understand that Rakesh, was he a careful boy or careless? He was careless. So careless is the adjective that we need to use in this blank. Now the second one, let me see if you can guess it. My shoes are blank. There are two options, old or new. Look at that shoe. Don't you think it has some scratches and it looks worn out? So is it old or new? It is old, right? So old is the adjective we use there. He is an dash man. So we can see a man there with a walking stick and he's got a glasses. So is he old or young? Old, right? So he is an old man. Fourth one, Tina is a dash girl. So we can see there's an arrow mark pointing to a girl. There are three girls out there. There's one girl who's tall and she is Tina. So tall is the adjective that we can use out here. Now let's do some more of these adjectives. Okay, so the next exercise we have match the following. In column A we have nouns that are given and in column B we have the adjectives that are given. So looking at these nouns that are given in column A, let's see which adjective is more suitable for these nouns. Let me try and see if you all can guess it right. Okay. So the first one is sun. Which adjective on column B would be suitable for sun? Is it rusty? Is it loud? Is it blue? Is it bright? Or is it hot? We can see the picture of sun. It looks bright. So why don't we go with bright? Yeah. So let's mark bright. The second one is sky. So sky, the right adjective here would be blue. Very good. The color of sky is blue. And the third one is tea. Tea is usually hot. Fourth one, voice. See, if you see in the picture, we can see the boy is opening his mouth wide. So we understand that his voice is loud. So that's the adjective. The last one, bicycle. Bicycle is rusty. When it gets old, it kind of gets rusty. Now, I hope you all had fun and you're happy that you learned something new today. We learned about describing words which are adjectives, right? And now we are going to learn to communicate. That is, we are going to learn about something different again. So I'm sure all of you know about community helpers. There are different kinds of people that we find in a community and they do different kinds of jobs each and every day, right? So for example, I think all of you know policemen, right? What do policemen do? They help us to catch the thieves. You're right. So how about another one? I'm sure all of you have visited a doctor at some point or the other. What do? When do we go to a doctor? When we are sick, right? So the doctor helps us by treating us. They check us and see what is wrong in our body and they give us medicines for that, right? And they help us get better. That's right. Now the next one. Have you seen watchmen standing outside your house or in the colony? What do? They usually guard the apartment or the colony, right? So they help us in that way. How about the milkman? What do the milkmen do? they get milk for us every day, every morning usually, right? So in this way, there are different kind of people that we see in our community. There are pilots. What do the pilots do? They fly the aeroplane for us. And there are drivers, there are lawyers, there are teachers, and so on and so forth. So in your book, there is a place that is given about who you want to become when you grow big. And there in that blank, you can write down and fill it up according to whatever you want to be and whom you want to help. Okay, have fun doing that. Now, let's turn to page number 10. Here we have some riddles for you. Okay, so let's see if you can answer those. The first one, I smell nice and I am beautiful. I come in many different colors. You can pick me up, but do not forget to water me. What am I? Any guesses? It is a flower. That's right. Now the next one. Children love to play with me. However, I am not useful indoors. Don't get tangled with my string. Be careful. Watch me dance high up in the sky. Run and I'll fly above you. What am I? Any guesses? You can fly it up in the sky. It's a kite. You're right. And the next one. I am a delicious treat. Lick me with your tongue. I come in a bowl or a cone. Hurry or I'll melt. What am I? I am an ice cream. That's right, especially in summer, right? We all love to have ice creams. And the last one. Take away my first letter. Take away my last letter. Take away all my letters, but I will still remain the same. Who am I? I am a letter. That's right. The mailman, the postman gets this letter for us, right? Okay. Now let's see the word meaning of some of these words that we have come across. Indoors. Indoors means inside a house or a building. And tangled. Tangled means twisted together untidily. The last one. String. String means a thread. Now we have some rhyming words. In the poem that we had read just before, there are few words that rhyme to the words that are given here. Let's look at them. So there are few that I'm going to answer and the rest you can answer them. Okay? So sick. Can you find the rhyming word for sick? It is pick. Okay? In the same way, I want you to do the next one. Nice. Yes. You can fill it up now. And the third one. Chance. What could be the rhyming word? Stance. Bone. Did you find something for bone? Cone. How about better? Letter. And the last one, game. Same. Yes. I hope you all filled up all the blanks there for the rhyming words. And let's turn our page to our book to page number 12. Here we have fill in the blanks with the correct words from the hint box. A dash grows on a plant. A flower. Yeah, we have few multiple choices and let's pick up the best one here. So the second one, flowers come in many colors. Very good. The third one, dash love to play with kites. Children. We cannot fly a dash indoors. What was that? Kite. Yeah. Dash come in bowls and cones. Ice creams. A dash delivers letter. Who delivers letters? Postman. Very good. Now the last activity here is again, we're going to learn more about adjectives. So I hope you remember what we learned. So we're going to read these sentences and you have to circle the adjectives that you come across in each of these sentences. Let's start with the first one. Rima is a good girl. So what is the adjective here? Can you tell me? Good. That's right. Good is the adjective that is describing Rima, right? Okay. Now the second one. I have a pink dress. Pink is the adjective, so you can circle that. The third one, my dog is smart. What is the adjective here? Smart. Fourth one, a small bird has made a nest above my window. Small is the adjective here. Fifth one, my grandfather has white hair. White is the adjective. Sixth one, I am a bright student. Bright is the adjective. Very good. Seventh one, we are traveling on a fast train. What is the adjective? It is fast. Very good, children. I hope you learned so many new things today. See you all soon. Bye-bye.